Stephen McDonald, and I want to just talk a little bit about how Emerge Solutions started. And it was at the 2012 Addressing the Challenges of Poverty conference in Indianapolis. And I got called into a room after the breakout session finished. And Phil Duvall said to me, "Stephen, you should have been here. Let me introduce you to Bonnie Bazada." And that was the first time I met Bonnie. And they talked about starting this national group to form an organization to really have a learning community. And from the start, the intention was that it was going to be online. And I just want to say there's a lot to say about this that I'm not going to say, but we got a nonprofit status in 2014. We've had about 50 people just involved on the national steering committee and the board. And I had the honor of being there since 2012 when we started, and working through getting it up and going and struggling. So if you've ever struggled with anything and it's taken a long time to come to fruition, this is an example of that. We wanted to have a learning community where people could share best practices, connect, talk, where it's organic, where everybody can be engaged and included, and especially where we can provide support for getting ahead graduates, and where they have a place to come, and where small communities can get information, and where it's easy to contribute and to receive, to give and receive. So that's what we've done. And Al Rivett was the first board president, and we had people like Carol Gresham and Ermina Solar and Deborah McDermott and Barb Duncanson and a bunch more people more than I can name. But that's what we're talking about today. And Treasurer McKenzie, take it away.
Thank you, Stephen. And I appreciate you being the president of our board right now. So thank you for that. I'm Treasurer McKenzie. I'm the director of Muskogee Bridges Out of Poverty in Muskogee, Oklahoma. And I've been on the Emerge Solutions board for about 6 years now. And it's been a lot of fun watching this organization grow and listen to the needs of the people who are doing this work. And you know, when we go to the National Addressing the Challenges of Poverty conference and we see each other and we learn from each other, and you network and you learn who's doing what, and you steal ideas from each other, and then you can call them later and say, "Hey, at the conference you mentioned that you were doing this project with your investigators. Can you show me how you did that?" And so we kind of like to think of Emerge Solutions as now being at the national conference all year long. And I can talk with people who do what I do all around the world, all around the nation. And my investigators that are going through the Getting Ahead programs can talk to other investigators all around the world. And facilitators have questions all the time. Like, how are you doing this module? And it's fun to just be able to throw out a question. And all the other facilitators say, "Well, here's how we do it," and get ideas from each other. And as we were developing our new website for Emerge Solutions, so we can make sure this happens virtually, we met Dan Jennings, and Dan was working on a project, and it includes something called Mighty Networks. And that is exactly what we were needing. We were needing a format or a platform that we can all chat with each other and post questions and share ideas and share videos. So really, we are a learning community and a membership organization for investigators, facilitators, trainers, anti-poverty communities, people who are working on the same things you're working on. And so it's so nice to be around like-minded folks who understand the vocabulary that we've all created, that AHA Process has given us, the trainings that we've had, and just to talk with people about the same things that the challenges you're facing. So Dan, could you just show us how Emerge Solutions works and how we can all communicate with each other?
Absolutely. I appreciate it, Treasurer. And Stephen, thank you very much for letting me be part of this. I am a coordinator of the Getting Ahead, Getting Out program in New Mexico Prison, the Roswell Correctional Center. Did that for many years and retired, and was asked to be a trainer for the Getting Out, Getting Ahead program. And so I felt very kind of isolated whenever we would really know that there were other programs that were out there, but I just wasn't connected up with them. And so in New Mexico, I really wanted to create a platform where we all could have conversations and share resources and information. Sounds kind of familiar. We just heard that, but I didn't know anything about Emerge Solutions at the time. So we were creating our own kind of network and platform to try to get this going. And it just wasn't going anywhere because it was such a small group. And that's whenever I reached out to Treasurer and Stephen and said, hey, could we work together on this? And kind of now the rest is history. So I'll kind of share a little bit about how you can access the platform, what information that you can find there. By going to emergesolutions.org, you'll find the main website where you'll just learn a little bit about what we do, basically everything that Treasurer and Stephen had kind of shared. And there are plans that you can join, of course, our community. We offer free trials so that there's any kind of concern where I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm getting what I need for right now. You can try it out. And if you intend to stick around, then of course, then you can pay your yearly dues on this. But we're giving you a special offer this webinar for 25% off. So at the end, we'll kind of show a little bit about what and how to join with that. Now, here's what you see when you're inside the network. In our platform, you can utilize on your computer, or better than that, you can even download it to your phone and have access to the same information right here, which, Treasurer will always say, I like this because it notifies me when something new gets posted. So you know at a glance what's happening out there whenever you are not around your computer. So the feed, as you can see, is like a great place for people to post questions, to share comments and information about each other. Also, lots of resources that are out there in the community and out in the country. And this is just a great way for us to stay in contact. So you see this is just kind of like any other feed that you would see on a social network, but it's closed. It's ours. It's not ad support or anything like this. This is something where you're getting the real information right here. And we just wanted to get as much information out to everybody as possible. There's a lot of things you're like, well, I don't know what might be here in the platform. The discovery page kind of gives you kind of an at a glance where you can see what upcoming events are coming up, what AHA Process is doing, what we're doing, posts that have been there, and topics that have been kind of trending on our platform. We love that the platform allows us to connect with members. So we always just say, please post your picture, please post a little bio, tell us what you are, what your kind of role is, because this is a great opportunity where we meet somebody and we're like, I don't know how to get a hold of them. I don't know how to reach out to them. They had, like Treasurer said, something great that was mentioned, but I don't know where to find them. You can find us right here. And once you find us, you can always follow us if we post anything, or even hit us up by following a chat. So this is why we love this platform, so that we are a community. We get to put kind of faces to the names finally and where everybody is. So our topics, we really wanted to hit all the high points of everything people might be kind of interested in finding out. But also, if there are state initiatives or state information, you can follow your state and then post for state, so that way you can kind of connect with people that are in your state. And the communities that we're building out are here just to be an area for us to kind of break away from the main and get access to some things that will very interesting, specific things you might want. So for example, our resource library, if you're like, I don't want to scroll through and try to find everything that might be on here, the things that have been really interesting and important, we post here. So a lot of times people say, how do you start getting ahead class? Well, here they are. Do you have any kind of sample job descriptions for a facilitator? Here they are. So these are the kind of things that we wanted to provide to people so that they can not have to start from scratch, rely on what the community and other people have done out there, so you can find the information you need without having to search through emails and all those kind of things. We also have places for consultants. We have Treasurer and her team has put together a Money Matters curriculum. It's all right here. So one of the awesome things is you can get access to this so that you can actually run classes like Money Matters in your program, especially when you have individuals who are interested now moving from the getting ahead to the staying ahead and the giving back. So we're excited that we'll be able to utilize this platform to connect, communicate, and share. And not just that, but we've got a lot of cool ideas in the future for like cafe type discussions, roundtables, and webinars that might be of interest to people to like get a little bit more involved in certain topics. So that's kind of what we have for you at Emerge Solutions. And just to kind of give you the link, we have the special QR code that gives everybody a 25% off for life membership. So if you use that QR code that's up there on the screen, you actually get a sale price for joining with this code.
And so the price is how much per year?
For $40 gives you access into the community. If you're a community organizer, a facilitator, a trainer, anything like that, that's why this code is great, because you get 25% off that price. Now, we do have specials for the investigators and graduates, because we know that we really want their voice in this community as well. So we're able to offer $20 for investigators. So if anybody out there has investigators that you'd like to join the network, please let them know. We have a special price for them as well. And we love for people to invite others to the network. So if you ever are in the network and you want to bring people in, you can always use your special code to invite people in under that code as well. So we hope that you'll join us and share and learn and give back and just kind of make this a fun place for everybody.
I think it's great that the content is going to be and is mostly generated by the members. And so there's different people all over asking all kinds of different questions, and other people answering you, and to connect with each other in this way. And just because, you know, I hate reinventing the wheel. Every time I have an idea, a lot of times I'll call Stephen and say, hey, how did you do this in your community? And he'll answer me. But now I can just go in to Emerge Solutions, type in my question, and like I get 7 different answers. So it's totally worth that $40 a year. And with this discount, it's like $30 a year. We pay a lot more than that to go to a conference and get the same benefit, but this is all year. And of course, I love having it on my phone because I have FOMO, fear of missing out. And so I like getting those little notifications, because I think it's like Facebook for all things bridges, right? And so I see a little notification. I was like, oh, there's activity. I want to go see, because it's all about things I love. I love bridges. I love what I do, helping people. And this makes me better at my job. This makes me help people in different ways I've never thought of before without having to start from scratch. And so I just think the benefits are so great. And that's why I'm a firm believer in Emerge Solutions. And I'm so thankful for the opportunity and the partnership that we have with AHA Process. You know, they're doing these trainings, and when we're in these trainings, everybody's just like, how do we talk to each other after this training is over? And this is a great way to do that. Or how can I get that Money Matters curriculum you were talking about? There it is, you know, and there's going to be so much more as this platform grows and people are generating more content. And so we rely on the members to do that. So hopefully we've given you a lot of information. And Lynn, Ruth, do you have any questions for us before we log off?
I don't have any questions, just a comment that I want to thank all of you for putting this together and moving it forward. And I do believe that it's a great tool for our Bridges communities to be using. So thank you.
We are excited, and we're always looking for board members and committee members. And so once you get involved with this on a national level, we would love to have your leadership and talents that you're bringing to the table, and we really even want to showcase and highlight investigators, testimonies and things like that. So we really want this to be something for everybody that's in this work. So we're excited, and thank you guys so much for having us today.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Bye, guys.